Light me up, don't you stop, 'cause tonight it's on the line. Show me how you get on down. Close my eyes, take me for a ride. Got to be you. So come and light me up. I still need your fire.
Welcome to my channel and to another vlog. Lola is in the horse box. We are on the way to pick Tina and Banksy up, and we are off to the school to ride through our Dressage Riders Online tests. I've done Dressage Riders vlogs before, but this one has now got a little bit of a twist. Actually, I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Of course you already know that because it's probably going to be in the thumbnail, in the title. So yes, it is going to be Lola versus Spritey. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite excited for it, but I have got no idea who is going to come out on top at this point, because obviously by the end of this vlog I will know who's on top. Obviously Spritey is a little bit more, probably I'd say, consistent, but Lola in her schooling sessions has been schooling really well. I've been super chuffed with her, and I'm going to film Spritey's test later on in the week up in my grass arena. We're supposed to have a little bit of rain on Thursday, so I'm thinking maybe Friday we'll get it filmed and then get them both submitted, and then we just got to wait 3 days before the results come out. I'm hoping you guys will find this just as exciting as I do. Maybe not, but I am really intrigued to see who is going to come out on top. As I say, I think it's going to be close, but anyways, as I said, I want to keep this short and sweet, and I am blabbing. Let's go pick up Tina and some Banksy and get up to the school and get it filmed.
Suddenly corona hands. Can't reach your ears, boo.
You ready, Lola? We're warmed up,
I'm sweating.
ready to go. As normal, we're going to do 2 attempts each. Well, I'm going to do 2 attempts. I don't know how many you're going to do.
I might get away with just the one tonight. I'm tired.
Not 5.
No, not 5 like last time, and then didn't even ever submit any of them. That was a bad night. Don't remind me of that.
It's not though. You started off tonight well. Yeah. Yes, right. BE 101. Call me divine. Let's go. So it's time for Miss Lola's test that I submitted. Now, I've got to admit, out of the 2 tests that we did, I really struggled to know which one, which is always a very lovely feeling to know that both tests were pretty consistent. So we've just come down the centre line and tracked left. We scored an 8 from the judge for that, saying that we were straight and balanced in the turn, which is actually something that I struggle sometimes with Lola on that turn from the centre line. We've then at E done a 15-metre circle, which again we've scored another 8 for, which is very promising mark so far. Then we've got to turn down the centre line again. Again, we were commented that we were straight, but we could develop more lateral bend on the turn just before coming on the centre line. Scoring a 7.5. And then down to B, so mirroring what we've already done on the left rein. And we're just doing another 15-metre circle. And again, we scored a 7.5 for that. Again, these marks are staying quite high, and I'm quite pleased. Then it's all the way down and around the arena to change the rein KXM. And I did feel that she was just a little bit against my hand, but she still looks very uphill with it, which is always very good for Lola. And for that, we scored an 8. And then it's halt at C for 4 seconds. Tina just dropping the camera down there just to show that we were lovely and square. And then for the free walk on a long rein, we scored a 7.5 and could have had more swing over the back forward to the bit, which actually I totally agree. And that might be actually something that was slightly different between our tests, that she did stretch down a lot more in the other test, but never mind. Still a good score, not going to complain. 7.5, I will most definitely take that. And then working trot and into canter, all the way down to the arena for a 20-metre circle. And for this, we scored a 7.5. Again, the judge is picking up developed lateral bend. So we obviously need to work a little bit on our bending around these circles. And then it's across the diagonal, always quite a difficult movement to ride, and then getting working trot at X, which we scored a 7, more weight on the hind leg in the transition, and I totally understand that. And we've got the exact same comment there for the canter transition to left canter as well. Again, all the way down to the other end of the arena and start a circle 20 metres at C. This we actually scored an 8 for, so left canter there looking a little bit better than our right. And then again, this movement across the diagonal and back to trot over X. And this, again, the judge saying that we needed more weight behind, and that is something that we're really working on at the moment. Canter to trot transitions, then it's down the centre line. And then our halt was a little bit wobbly, and as the judges said, a balance behind coming in again. But overall, a very, very pleasing test. Well done, Lola.
Oh, that's hard to decide which one's better out of that, though. You'll watch them back 10 million times, then pick.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know, because the first one was nice, even with the cat there.
Yeah.
Might have given her that little bit more impulsion.
I messed up the second 15-metre circle and coming around. She really fell in on me on the shoulder. I'm not going to lie, I was then coming along going, do I say restart? Do I say restart? No, just carry on, Emily. You said 2. You're doing 2.
Yeah, exactly. Pretend it's a competition.
Yeah,
I'm not allowed to there. Which is what I'm going to do now too.
Yes.
Good girl, Lola. You're covered in slobber chops. It's so much trot at the beginning as well, isn't it, that test?
Quite a lot to try and keep them to be active and expression and all that. And that's something that actually Sprite's going to struggle with. She loses it as time goes on.
Lola did good with that, with the cat.
You were very good.
Ah, brownie points to you, Lola.
Yeah, I've got apples in the car, but thanks.
Yeah, nice. Fast forward a few more days now. I think it was Tuesday, wasn't it, when we filmed Lola's test? Just been for a hack with Miss Lola. Now it's time. It's now Saturday, which is the final day to get the test submitted. I haven't submitted, obviously, Lola's yet. She's pulling some funny faces. But it's now time to go up the field. The weather yesterday came in horrible when I decided that I wanted to film it, which was typical. And I know Spritey does not do dressage in the rain, and we're having to be pretty quick now to get up there and get yours filmed, aren't we? You ended up having a day off yesterday, so you are going to be feeling good. But there is a slight issue, isn't there, Spritey? Like, there's a little bit on your eye. Oh, itchy you. Don't get me dirty. Oh, is that nice? Oh, is that nice? This side isn't too bad, but now we'll turn around to this side. Look at the state of you. You have so slightly still damp there as well. Oh dear, look at you. You are minging. Not dressage worthy. That is for sure, Spritey. So I'm going to have to spend a few minutes, half an hour, getting her cleaned up and then get up the field. I wanted to mow the grass, but again, because it's been raining, it's still not been mowed. But it is what it is. It's not looking bad up there, don't get me wrong. It's just a few longer bits in places. But time to get you cleaned up and get up the field before the next bout of rain comes in, isn't it? Yes. You're like, what's going on now? She's got the phone out again. It's your turn. I tell you what, Lola has done a very good test. So you need to, oh, you're itchy, aren't you? It's very muggy down here this weekend. Very muggy. It was lovely sunshine at the beginning, as you saw like Tuesday when we went to do our test. I think it was Tuesday. I keep saying Tuesday and I'm not really sure if it was. And now it's just muggy. Like I said, time is short because of the rain that is due to come in. There's thunder and lightning forecasted from 3 o'clock onwards, and it's now something around 1:30. So we've got a bit of time. It won't take long to just go up there and film the test. But, yeah. Right, time for Spritey's test. I still don't know who's going to win. I really don't. Oh, you're so lovely though. You just got a little sneaky bit of grass, haven't you? Yes. I forgot that I still had jumps out, so jumps are now cleared, ready to film our test. And I'll just show you, turn the camera around, and look how good she's come up. Got to stop her from eating. Just have one patch here, which wasn't. Oh, Sprite. And look, she looks so good. She looks ginger. You look clean. They are both in desperate need of a good bath, I think. But you are looking pretty good. Right, stop you eating. We need to film. Tina is on the way over. Legend. So she's going to come and film. I just had a quick read through again the test just to make sure I can remember it. As I said, for Lola's test, we will do 2 run-throughs. It's not that hot. It is a bit muggy, I will give you that. But it's not full-blown sunshine, is it? No, it's not. She might get away so that I can eat again. Hey? Right, let's get warmed up so then as soon as Tina gets here, we'll be able to go straight through our test. Yeah. You don't look very excited or thrilled by this idea, Spritey. You're going up against Lola. You've got to be twinkle toes, got to be on today.
So our first attempt of the test. As you can see, it's ever just slightly started to rain, which I'm not going to complain about because in a second you will see that it gets a little bit heavier. And then it absolute pelted it down. And we all know Spritey does not like the rain. As you can see, it's just getting progressively worse and worse. Bless her, still carrying on though. I was like, we need to get this filmed. She's not looking too bad considering I know how much she hates the rain. But all of a sudden, it wasn't just Sprite and I in the arena. In come 2 cows. Bless her, she just literally carries on. It doesn't even mind. She's like, I'm doing my dressage test. They're in my arena. They're in my way. Move. Bless her. Like that, she didn't even flinch.
She just carries on none the wiser. You're going to submit this one?
She does not like the rain. She's going, Mum, I don't want to go that way. And then coming down for our last centre line, final centre line. Absolutely drenched.
Go cow herding now. I was like, do I try and stop them coming in or do I stop? I didn't think they'd actually come in. Go on, get out. Cow herding is her new forte. Guess we ought to put the tape up. I didn't think they'd come in, did you? I thought, oh. Are you going to carry on or? I don't think it's going to stop, do you? No. Forecast is only to get worse. Thunder and lightning too. Shame you can't submit that one. You're going to have to go with whatever the next one comes out like. She looks happier now though. Yeah, it's just things like when you come around the corner and you can feel it. She's like, I just want to go that way, Mum. Look at her face. At least you're still smiling. I was laughing through that because I was just like, well, I know that she doesn't like the rain. Oh, dear. Sorry, Sprite, that'll teach Mummy for leaving it to the last day to submit them to do the test. I know. Wow, I couldn't do it Thursday. I was thinking of her, I should have just done her in the heat. Yeah, exactly. Right, crack on because I'm getting soaked. I love how I've got a waterproof coat on, but the actual hood I haven't put up. I've just got a hoodie hood up. How silly. Ugh. And holding a camera up means the rain all goes down your sleeves.
So now on to the test that we actually submitted. So I have to admit, this is actually our 3rd test. So we kind of did 2.5, I kind of think, just because obviously the first one was in the pouring rain. As you can see, the rain has stopped now, thankfully, but unfortunately, Sprite's mood was already, I am soaking wet, Mum, and I should not be made to do dressage in the rain. So the centre line, we had a nice straight entry,
Just needed to watch our tempo is what the judge wrote to us, scoring us a 7. We've just done a 15-metre circle there, and we're about to come down the centre line for the second time, which again, we got a comment of saying that we're straight and that our tempo was better, scoring us an 8, which was fantastic. Of course, now coming on to the right rein and mirroring what we've just done on the left rein with a 15-metre circle. Scoring the exact same as she did on the other rein, and also the exact same comment, just saying more balance behind, which I do wonder whether maybe not being on a grass arena and maybe being in a sand arena maybe have made a little bit of a difference there. And then we go down along the short side, and we're about to change the rein. Now the judge has written more relaxation in steps. And I'm going to be completely and utterly honest here. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So yeah, comment below. Let me know what you think that is. We scored a 7. And then for this halt here, the judge just commented that they can't see the legs. So another little thing I've learned there, that when you are filming from A in the judge's position, to make sure you give a little flash down like I did with Lola's. I do think she was actually square in a halt, but it is quite interesting to see that from the judge. So I don't know whether that has made our mark maybe decrease ever so slightly. Then across the diagonal for a free walk on a long rein. As I said, Spritey's mood was not in the best frame of mind of wanting to do that, and she was like, nope, I am not stretching. So the judge just said there, develop stretch forward and freedom in the shoulder. We did still score a 7, which is then a double mark, and then we're into canter. More closed in frame was the comment from the judge for that. And then onto the circle, just saying that we needed to develop more activity behind, which I think for a 25-year-old on a grass arena, I totally get that, and that is totally understandable. And then here, our downward transitions this day was not very good. So we actually scored a 6.5 for that. Going into trot, we needed to be more through from behind. Then picking up left canter. And then coming up to the other end of the arena to do another 20-metre circle, which this way we did better. I think probably because we don't have so much of a downhill possibly, and we scored a 7.5 for that. And then again, it's going across that diagonal. And I think this transition is actually better. And again, I think it's because we're going uphill, so it just makes it a little bit easier. Much smoother, much better, much more coming through from behind. Good girl, Spritey. And then it's turned down for the final centre line, which we had no comment from the judge, but we did score an 8. So cannot complain at that. Here she comes. Hold and salute. Clever girl, Spritey. Now, I've got to admit, it is a fair few weeks later. I've been really slack with getting this vlog out, but I've got all the footage and I couldn't not put it together. The results obviously are in. Bless Melissa, who runs Dressage Riders Online. She kept the names of the horses out of the results for me so that it could be a surprise for here. And I've also kept quite quiet about it on Instagram. Now, before I rode the test, I really did think that the horses, both Sprite and Lola, were going to be very close together. I thought they would only be a couple of percentage apart. But it turns out that one of them has absolutely smashed the other. Both got very, very good scores. Cannot complain at their scores. So one scored. Actually, how should we do this? So, a drum roll. In second place, with 67.25%, was Spritey, which, considering the conditions that we did that test in, I'm not going to complain. Bless her. I was really trying before that test to avoid the heat, so not do it in broad day sunlight, so it was really hot for her. I was trying to avoid the rain, and also trying to make sure that the ground was soft enough for her because obviously we did it up in my grass arena. But as you've seen, we had absolutely pouring down rain, which she could not stand. Everything was absolutely soaked. I literally could wring out like all my items of clothing. And we also had the cows come and visit us, which, to be fair, Spritey just carried on as if there was nobody else in that arena. Bless her cotton socks. She wasn't in the mood for dressage. So yeah, Spritey came second. Then in the lead, we had Miss Lola. Oh, you're looking quite dark up there. We had Miss Lola on a cracking score, very, very chuffed with this score and loved the comments from the judge, of 75.25%. Absolutely buzzing. Buzzing! Sub 30, woohoo! Hopefully we can do that in our first event coming up soon. Miss Lola has won this one, 1-0 to Lola. I feel like I need to do a rematch because I do feel like Spritey's conditions weren't quite fair, and also bless her getting on. She is 25 now, so maybe. No, you've still got it. I know you've still got it. Bless her. She doesn't know. She hasn't got a clue what's going on, have you? No. But it was a bit of fun putting them up to each other, and it's very interesting the different ways when I've been watching about those tests of how I can vision that I'm riding it differently on both of them. It is very funny, but I've got to admit the test on Spritey wasn't our best, and leaving it to the very last minute probably wasn't the best idea. Need to be a bit more organised. Maybe take Sprite to a school, give her the same fairness as I gave Lola, but for this one, Lola is the winner. Oh, she doesn't want to gloat about it. She's hidden. But I hope you guys have enjoyed a bit of a different fun vlog. And look out for maybe another Sprite versus Lola in a rematch, but not in a dressage test. So until next time, guys, we'll see you soon. Hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget, if you have, give it a like, comment, and of course, subscribe. As I said, see you all soon. Bye.